What's the deal? What's the deal? What's up, y'all? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Shout out to everybody that's joining the live. Wanted to come here and give y'all some game real quick. Type 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I know I got a little static coming in. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm gonna go get a new phone this weekend, y'all. Y'all know how it be when your boy get a new phone. You gotta transfer everything, go from here to here. So I'm gonna give y'all some game. So tomorrow on the 3-day live training, if you guys missed the first 2 days was crazy. It was a whole lot of value, whole lot of game. The first 2 days of training. Today I talked about specifically the framework of just thinking about specifically the framework of how I look at how I pretty much look at leads, okay? Like, not just looking at leads from just like, okay, cool, like, this is what I got, let me give you something, give me your information. But I look at every piece of content that I do like a lead. So today was super valuable. We went over probably like 8 to 10 AI tools where I just lightly touched on them. Like, I didn't really go in depth, but I showed a lot of tools that we use in our business, everything from AI cloning, sales, everything. Queen of leverage, queen. I ain't see you on there today. What happened? She was like, man, look, I was getting to it today. You know what I'm saying? Last week of the month, you get what I'm saying? She's like, I was getting to it. So, so we went over a lot of game today. You know what I'm saying? So much know that your boy had to put the Snuggie on. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got a Snuggie, y'all, like, if y'all ain't comfortable, if y'all ain't got the Snuggie on, you feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta make something happen. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gotta make something happen. So, again, we gave out a lot of value today, but specifically what I wanted to talk about in this particular live, oh man, congratulations. Had a closing today. Congratulations. I know how them things be. So congrats on that. But specifically, y'all, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to not undercharge, because we always talk about, like, how should we be charging? And a lot of us price our products and our service the wrong way, right? Especially when we coming out the gate. When you're a new entrepreneur, you're a business owner, one of the mistakes that I made was charging too cheap, okay? Like, charging for the things that I was doing, that I was actually good at and passionate about. I was charging too cheap for those things. And I just don't want you guys to be able to start this business, you know what I mean, that I'm helping you start, or you're getting knowledge, whether you're in somebody's mentorship or something. They should be showing you how to effectively price your stuff, okay? So, like, because most people be like, they want to be the cheap, but the cheapest can't be the best, right? And then the most expensive is not always the best either. So how do you establish value in a marketplace where, I'm not going to say reasonable, because here's the thing, right? So many people get on the phone, and I'm going to dive like really deep on this tomorrow, but so many people get on the phone, or so many people go sell to people, and they're like, I just want to get sales. And that's not really the right mindset to have when it comes to sales. It's about pricing your product the right way, so that way you can price your product the right way for a profit. Like, some people don't even consider, like, one of the things that I would like to see in 2024, I would like to see a lot of entrepreneurs talk more so about net than they do gross, because those are two different things. So when y'all see these people online that's making $100,000, $200,000 a month, and they got e-commerce stores, that's they net. That's what they netted. But what did they gross? That's what they gross. What did they net? What did they actually take home, right? And I want to see more of, like, what did they actually take, okay? So, like, when you looking at business models, I want y'all to understand, before y'all step into something, before y'all like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that because it's sexy. Oh, I'm going to do drop shipping. Oh, I'm going to do e-commerce. Oh, I'm going to do this and that and the third. Understand the difference between the net and the gross of that particular industry. Because if you want to go and you want to get something and you say, yo, I want to profit, right? I want to profit $100,000 a month, right? I want to profit net. I want to net $100,000 a month. That's not the same as gross. You got to understand the margins. And a lot of people, they charge too cheap because they don't factor in how much it's going to cost. Like, what's the production cost, right? So it's very simple to do this, and I don't want to like go too crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, and talk over y'all head. But let's just say that I had a drop shipping store, right? Or let's just say I had an e-commerce store. Let's just say that I had these hats, and let's say I sold these Scullies on my website, right? And then let's just say I made $100,000 a month selling these hats, right? Now here's the thing: most people would be like, "Oh yeah, you made 100,000. I could show you I made 100,000." But guess what? I have something called COGS. That's cost of goods, and what that is, it costs me to run ads to this. It cost me to source this, meaning that I had to like get the product. How much does it cost to make this product? Let's say that it was $12, and then I gotta ship it. So let's say that was another $5. So let's say we had $17 all in with my ad costs, my materials, my shipping. We had $18, and I charged $30. My profit is $12, right? So literally, if I made 100,000, I really only profited 20 grand. I grossed 100,000, but my profit was 25 grand. So again, 25 grand is not a bad number to be bringing in. It's a life-changing amount of money if you bring that in every month. But I want y'all to start understanding the difference of profit when it comes to these business, because that's important. And then also I want y'all to look at it when y'all go into these things, like especially if you going into something because you see the money. Yo, if you going into something and you like, yo, I want to make the bag, I'm not mad at you. Just know the difference between what's the growth and the profit of that particular industry. So that way you can assess, right? Because you might say, all right, cool, I made 100 grand, but I walked away with 20,000 after it was all said and done. Do you have that type of tolerance to deal with that business and everything that it come with it? Okay. Do you have it in your payroll to hire staff? Do you have the budget to be able to spend more money on ads? You get what I'm saying? Like, it gotta make sense, y'all. It gotta make both sense and sense. So I'll tell you one thing, right? So check this. I sell my hats 25. They cost me 12. I make 13 a hat. There you go. You get what I'm saying? You make $13. You make $13 a hat. Now, when you start running advertisements, now that might cost you. Like when you start running Facebook ads, or you start paying for shout out pages, or working with influencers and different things like that, right? All of that is an investment. That's an ad cost. Okay. So now you might go from making, $13 a hat to only making $6, because now you paying Facebook $6 to acquire a customer, but you still making $6. So it's like you doubling your money. It's a 2x return. So you getting a 50% return. Well, shit, 100% return on your money. Well, 200, because you putting 6 in, you getting that 6 back, and then you getting another 6 profit. So literally, that's what I'm saying. So now you probably build your lifestyle off of making that $13 a hat. But what happens when you got to go run Facebook ads and now you're only making $6 a hat? And then also you got to up your inventory. So now you probably could, you probably could get it cheaper because you ordering more, because you selling more. But again, scaling comes with problems. So the whole reason why I wanted to focus and why I wanted to do this, live, because I really wanted to go over, and I want to give you guys an understanding when you're pricing your products or your service. You got to be intentional. Yeah, scaling do cost you, because now you got to factor in an employee. Because let's say you go from packaging 10 hats a day to 100 hats a day. You can only do that for so long. So you might need to bring somebody in and be like, dang, you know what? It's taking me 7 hours to package all this. You get what I'm saying? It's taking me 7 hours to package all this. I might need to hire somebody for $7 an hour, and then what took me 7 hours of my time, because I gotta be able, like, oh man, this is like, yo, when I tell y'all, like, being an entrepreneur in different fields, it has its advantages, because I learn different things. Like, yo, them L's is really lessons. Like you really gotta get coached by somebody, and you really gotta talk to somebody who took a L, y'all. I took a lot of bumps and bruises to be the entrepreneur that I am today. Like, I had businesses that it looked like it was doing amazing, but on the back end, I'm like, this shit draining me. I'm not making no money. I'm making money, but I'm not profiting. So it's like those things you gotta know, and then to where as though it's just like the business is just open. Like, this shit just paying for bills and shit. So I say that to say, like, y'all, when y'all start a business, do not start a nonprofit by accident. Like, do not start a nonprofit by accident. And what I mean by that is, don't go into business to not make money. You going into business to be profitable, but when you go into business, you gotta know the numbers so that way it makes sense. Because it's gonna be days where you don't feel like it. It's gonna be days where you like, God damn. And then it's gonna be days where you made shit 20, 30, 40,000, and you like, yo, I had one of the best days I ever had in sales. But you gonna be sitting back like, damn, like, was the 30K worth it? Like, was it 30K and all our profit was $5,000? You get what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that it make both sense and sense, like my guy Beyond said, right? So check this out, y'all. You always gotta factor in your time. You have to factor in your time. A lot of businesses, they operate with the mindset, as long as I can keep the lights on and I can keep the door open, we good. As long as I can survive this month and I can keep the lights on and I can keep the doors open, we good. I operated so long in my business like that for a long time, not taking profit from my business, just making money, and whatever I had left over, I was like, all right, cool. And most people be satisfied because it's a big thing to say, oh yeah, I'm a business owner, I got this storefront, I got this, that, and the third. Like, all of that shit is good. But guess what? Those lights can't be on at your boutique or at your storefront, but they damn near about to go out at your house. That makes absolutely no sense. And guys, like, I was grinding, I was like, I'm making sure that my storefront look right. You feel what I'm saying? I'm making sure we got lights outside, we got signage, we got all of these. And I'm like, I'm just proud to have this business. I'm just a fucking glorified employee. Because when the months get rough, right? And I'm like, dang, well, man, the lights on the shop, we survived. But then I'm like, damn, I still got to take care of my overhead at home. So I'm telling you guys that the reason why I'm telling you guys that is to make sure that you pay yourself first, right? My guy Marcus Rose just said, you can't build a business bigger than you built yourself. I'm going to let that sink in for a second because I feel like that's very important. You can't build a business bigger than you built yourself, right? And basically what he's saying is, if you're not developing as a person, if you're not developing as an entrepreneur, if you're not developing as a business owner, and you don't understand that the business is only going to grow to the person that you are, you're going to be wanting to hit 6 and 7 figures, right? But you don't got 6 and 7 figure habits. You don't got a 6 and 7 figure mindset. You ain't got a 6 and 7 figure work ethic. So how are you going to get there if you don't build yourself up? Also, right? What you got to understand is that you are the head of the business. So you got to make sure that you get paid, because nothing should get paid more than you. Dr. Goody, what's up, Queen? Nothing should get paid more than you. Now, there are instances where businesses, they take a loss for a couple of years because they built in. A person might realize that they're not a CEO, but they're great at what they do in a specific area, so they go hire a CEO and they make sure, those is getting paid. Facebook didn't make no money for a long time. Facebook didn't make no money for like 7-8 years, right? But that's Facebook. So what I'm telling you, as a small business, when you're operating a business, take your profits. Make sure you get paid first. Make sure you get paid first, because guess what? If your appetite is not satisfied, the worst thing you can do is bring somebody else into a situation and then you're not paid. Now, when you boss up, and you get into a situation where you got to take a loss, now you in position to make sure that, oh, all right, you know what, I ain't get paid, but everybody else get paid, because that's what a boss do. But you got to pay yourself. So this goes into my next section of me breaking down this, and then I'll get to my whole point of this live. So just rock with me, y'all. So basically it goes into, okay, how much is my hour worth, right? Because if I'm going to pay myself, how much is my time and my hour worth? Because now I have to put a dollar amount on my hour. How much do it cost me every hour that I got to do something? Okay? And I'll tell you guys the easiest way to do that. I'll tell you guys the easiest way to do that, because I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate this, and it's very easy. If you want to make $100,000 a year, let's just say you are an entrepreneur and you like, yo, I want to make $100,000 a year. You say, okay, cool. What we're going to do is we're going to take $100,000 and then we're going to divide it by 52. Okay? We're going to take $100,000. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it on my computer so y'all can see it, because guys, this is literally how I created a payroll, not just for me, but for my wife, for my kids. Like, once this money started to come into the business, this is how I started to pay myself. This is how I started to operate like a real business, right? I started to be able to structure my business the right way and do a whole lot of things, because I started to understand, like, yo, I had this one guy, he came to me and I was in a tattoo shop and he was like, yo, you run a cash business? I'm like, yeah. And he put me on game. He's like, yo, bro, you should put yourself on payroll. And I was like, how the hell do you do that? This is my first time this is my first time ever hearing this type of game that I'm telling y'all. He's like, you should put yourself on payroll. So I was like, how the hell you do that? So he told me, and he told me about ADP. This had to be 2014, y'all. So anyway, right? All right. So anyway, check this out. He tells me, yo, you need to be putting yourself on payroll. So I'm like, oh shit. All right, cool. What's the benefits? Now, y'all got to remember, at this time, I got a lot of cash business. So when I go to my tax person, I'm bringing him all these receipts, and my tax person, he was like, yo, don't bring me this stuff like this no more. So I didn't realize what I was doing by operating in this cash business. I was doing tattoos, y'all. It's like I could get $500 to $1,000 in a sitting. Like I was charging $100 an hour, right? And I literally make $500 to $1,000 a day. You feel what I'm saying? So check this out. So what I did was, I'm like, dang, okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna let them take the taxes out. Then at the end of the year, I can now file for a return. So while everybody else getting return, I got kids. Boom, I go ahead and get the credit. I get a tax return at the end of the year, and then I get to write all those things off of the business, because now, check this out. I'm gonna give y'all some game, because a lot of y'all go to y'all be wanting funding for y'all business. Y'all be wanting capital, and y'all be wanting to scale y'all businesses. And when y'all go fill out these funding applications, and on the application, when you put the business name, you put the EIN, and then when they ask you the title, you put the owner. How do you think they look at you? They don't want to fund you. You're saying you're the owner and the CDO. No, I'm the manager. I am an employee of my business. That's all I am. I'm an employee of my business. You won't hear me say I'm the boss. Why do y'all think CEOs step down from being the CEO? So a lot of times we got the right mindset when we want to operate a business, but when it comes to my business, I'm a manager. Okay, I'm a marketing manager. That's what I am. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a marketing director. I work for this company. You get what I'm saying? So because guess what? When a business want to lend you funding, and they want to know what the funding is for, right? They don't want to give you money for equipment and all. Like, no, they want to give you money to hire employees, because employees equals more revenue. They want to hear, oh yeah, I'm going to use this money for marketing because marketing equals more revenue. You get what I'm saying? When you tell them, like, when you go put on there and you go put on your application that you self-employed, what? I'm W-2. I'm W-2. I'm W-2. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm W-2. And guess what? When that W-2, when they come back for that income verification, that proof of income, that proof of income, that's what's going to happen. They're going to drop that bag on you. You feel what I'm saying? So those were some of the things that I realized very, very early. So when I started realizing that game, I was like, dang, you know what? Not only can I be a marketing manager, guess what else I can do? I can go take what's called owner's draws. But that's a whole nother game though. So check this out. I start getting real savvy with it because then I start really learning the game. I don't know if y'all know how many kids I got, but check this out. Let me show y'all something. Just so y'all know I'm not capping, right? The kids gotta work in the business. You get what I'm saying? The kids have to work in the business, and we gotta be able to prove it. So what I do? I made my kids products, y'all, with barcodes on the back. So guess what? I can prove that they work. I can prove that my kids are employees inside of the business. You get what I'm saying? I show my kids on social media, right? I gotta be able to say that they do something in the business so I can get this. I get this 12 grand and some change to write off. Y'all, I got 7 kids. I'm looking around. I'm like, look, I need something for all y'all to do. Hold this camera. Hey, get on this lot. You feel what I'm saying? And then I got like a whole bunch of products down here. Look. Then my daughter got products. So check this out. Instead of me like thinking of ways to, you feel what I'm saying? Thinking of ways like, no. I got this business. I'm going to take the money that I get tax-free and I'm going to start them a business. So I'm going to take my money that I'm getting, I'm going to start them a business so that way they can turn that money into money. Why would I do that over doing a Roth IRA and all that? All of that is good, but I can only put 6 grand in a Roth IRA. So what happened with the other 6 grand? And I'm going to do it so they can get their money on. So then you start learning more strategies, right? You start learning, okay, cool. Well, oh yeah, my wife is an employee too. Okay, cool. So when we go on this vacation, I'm like, all right, babe, look, we gotta shoot this content. We gotta make sure that we leave on Thursday. You get what I'm saying? And we gotta make sure we come back on Monday. You get what I'm saying? Because if we go Friday and we come back Sunday, they don't consider it as business. So now, not only do we get an extra day to stay, but guess what? When we go to these places, I make sure that we shoot content. So again, when we see some of these high level entrepreneurs, guys, and they go buy the Lamborghini, like I did. They go buy the Lamborghini. Sometimes, y'all, it don't be because they want to flex. It be when they get down to the end of the year, you either got to spend that money and get that tax write-off some way, somehow, or you got to give it the unk. You either got to go ahead and drop the bread, get the depreciation right now, or you got to give it the unk. So if you got a $200,000 tax bill, right? If you got a $200,000 tax bill and you like, God damn, how, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, I could just go get me a Lambo yours, or I could just go ahead and just get me let me go get the new Tesla truck, or I could just go get me a Escalade, or I could just go get me a G-Wagon. You get what I'm saying? I could just go get me one of those, and I could put 20 bands down, and I could just finance that mug, but still take still take the depreciation, shit, a Cullinan, whatever you, you know what I'm saying, a McLaren, whatever, and still like, that's when you start playing the game at a high level, y'all. That's when it's like, all right, you know what? It's either I'm going to enjoy this life, I'm going to go ahead and get this car, I'm going to reuse it for marketing, which most people do, because I got to make it do something. I can't just let the shit just sit there in my driveway. I still got a note every single month, but guess what? I get to take that $200,000 car depreciation off, and I ain't got to give it Uncle Sam, and I only had to put $20,000, $30,000 down. Deep breath. Woo. So this was the game that I was learning over time. I'm like, what? So now let's go back, because I feel like I got a little off track. So let's bring it back. How does that come into pricing? It comes into pricing because now I say, okay, cool. If I want to make $100,000 a year, I'm gonna make sure that my wife make $100,000 a year. That's $200,000. That's $200,000 a year. Now, all this shit that y'all hear online, check this out, because I'm about to give y'all some game, right? I make sure that my household, whether my wife be like, look, babe, you know what? Boom, I'm gonna run this bread through this. I'm gonna run this bread through this LLC over here. I'm gonna do my thing. Boom, make my income lower, but we keep our household income at $200,000. You know why? Because guess what? At $200,000, we could pretty much get whatever we want. You could pretty much get whatever you want with a $200,000 income. You could get pretty much whatever house you want. You get what I'm saying? So I'll give y'all the play, because two household incomes is better than one. So now I can go do some real estate deals. I could go close on some properties while I'm making a move. She could do some deals. She could close on some real estate properties. You feel what I'm saying? So we can come together, close on some real estate. We can run some deals. But let me tell you where it get good at. We break it down to 200,000 divided by 52 is about 38. It's about 38.46 a week. Okay? That we pretty much break down. So like 1,500. Like 1,500 each. Like, y'all, check this out. So you times that by 4, and then you add about 15,000 a month. So she make about 7,500. She make about 8,300. I make about 8,300. Or she make about 7,500, 7,800. I make about 7,800. That's a reasonable income, and it ain't crazy, right? So now, this is what I have decided. If we break that down, if we take that, let's just say 3,500. And we divide that by 40 hours, right? Or however much you want to work a week, right? We're gonna say 3,500. We divide that by 40 hours a week. That gives us $87 an hour. So now check this out, because I'm helping y'all come up with y'all game plan. So now you like, yo, if I have to do something, if I have to do a task, if I got to answer an email, right? If I got to respond to comments, if I got to shoot my own content, if I got to build my own landing pages, if I got to, every goddamn hour that I got to do it costs me $100 an hour, basically. You get what I'm saying? So that's what your time becomes worth. So now, because this is what you got to look at. Every hour that you waste in your life that you do not execute, life is robbing you of $100. Life is literally taking $100 out your bank account. Oh, you wasted an hour scrolling through Instagram? Thank you. Oh, you wasted an hour talking to your girlfriend? Thank you. Oh, you slept that extra hour? Thank you. And that's what it becomes. So now the mindset becomes, okay, cool. If I can pay somebody, I'm going to just say virtual assistant, if I can just pay somebody $5 an hour to build my funnel, $6 an hour to do my customer service, okay? To save myself $94 an hour? What? That's so when people be like, yo, I can't afford to hire nobody. No, you can't afford not to. Because if you got to do it, it costs you too much. It costs you too much. So it's like when people are sitting there, check this out, because I'm gonna really give y'all some game. And this is gonna be positive for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some game. There is not too many jobs out there in the marketplace that has a budget for an employee to make $250,000, $300,000, $500,000. Don't no job have a salary of $250,000, $300,000 for one single employee. It don't go like that. Now, watch the other side of this. Watch the other side of this. I damn near have to pay myself. Because why? A lot of the stuff, yeah, unless you a CFO or a CEO, that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? Right? How many of us is rolling around being CEOs and CFOs? Right? So check this out. I gotta pay myself because y'all gotta understand the value. Check the value out. Check the value out. If most of the things that I sell is digital products, if most of the things that I sell is digital coaching or consulting, if most of the things that I sell, right, I'm now factoring in how much is it going to cost me to fulfill this. So let's just say it's let's just say that it's because I want y'all to understand this. Let's just say that I have a $10,000 package, and let's just say that $10,000 package is a 4-week engagement. We do X, Y, and Z, and then I show up to 4 calls. Okay, so now that's $100 an hour for me to show up. So you might be thinking like, Runway, that's only $400. No, not necessarily. Because now I got to have my team show up to that call. Okay? So I got to compensate for the $100 plus them showing up to the call, plus the execution of whatever we agreed upon, whatever you signed up for on the back end to go ahead and get that done. Now, me personally, let me tell y'all, me personally, I don't charge for information, I charge for execution. What do that mean? All that simply mean is the same stuff that I'm telling y'all can go do. Now, if you would say, yo, bro, Runway, that same stuff that you was helping me on live, I need you to help me this, that, and the third. I need to get compensated for the execution of that. Because if I told you and you could have did it on your own, you wouldn't need me. But what I'm telling you is now I have to stop my business, stop whatever I was going to do for the $100 an hour, whether that was chill with my wife, play with my kids, be on an airplane, whatever I decided to do. Yes, absolutely, definitely got one-on-ones. Just tap in with me, shoot me a DM, say one-on-one. So check this out, right? I now have to stop my business that's earning me multiple 7 figures to focus on you. What is the area of compensation for that? And this is where you guys need to understand how you do not undercharge, because you understand your value, okay? Yes, when you sign up and you say, yes, I want to be a coach, yes, I want to help somebody get to the next level, yes, you signed up to do a number of things, take on somebody's problem, help them troubleshoot, help them do X, Y, and Z, yes. most importantly, help them get a result. But what you do not sign up for as a coach, you don't sign up to take the attention off of your business to focus on that person's business. Because now that becomes detrimental to your business. If you stop focusing on the stuff that's making you money to help somebody else make money, you got to get paid for doing that, because you could just put that energy and effort into your business, right? So now that $10,000 comes down to about $2,500 a week, which me personally, for my time and my team to show up for you, I don't think that's bad at all. I think that's actually a deal, because I'm not just showing up by myself. I believe that the value that I'm going to give you is going to far exceed that $10,000 margin, okay? Now, somebody on the outside might not see the value in that. I am not going to fight nobody who don't see the value in the stuff that I bring to the marketplace. That's okay. Because guess what? The person who needs the help, they can keep their $10,000 and their problem. Never be too thirsty that you need the $10,000, because you can make better use of your time putting it somewhere else. Let me know if that makes sense, y'all. You can put better use of your time putting that somewhere else. Okay? So it's a reason that people pay me what they pay me and invest what they invest. It's a reason for it. The biggest reason is, the number one reason is that I help people get results. And guess what? I don't stop until you get results. I make sure that you got a clear path, you got a clear understanding, a roadmap to execute, and then I help you get set up for success. And those people who believe it, like I believe it, they get what's on the other side of it. But it takes work, okay? So, but I am not going to stop my multiple seven-figure business to stop somebody and help somebody make money for free. I give enough value in my content on lives that y'all can take some of the stuff that I can do, and you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my guy. Like, for instance, I'll use my guy, Mr. Royal Credit, right? He was in my mentorship. I did a diamond mentorship last year. It was a 12-month program. We went the whole year just giving out game, giving out value, gym after gym, meeting with me every week, right? I don't think it was a call under 2 hours, right? So I told every single person in the mentorship, I said, yo, do a live class. JJ was like, yo, I want to get to that 10K a month mark, right? And I've been pushing people like, yo, do the live class. I was like, yo, I'll even come and I'll come close for you. So I'm like, yo, put the thing on, show up, do the thing, and guess what? Turn around, I'll do the clothes for you. No problem. I'll do the clothes for you. Turned around, made a couple thousand, he hit his goal. And was like, yo. He was like, yo, I owe you. You don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. The only thing that you owe me is to execute on your idea that you said that you was going to get. That's it. But you did the work. I said, yo, do this. You kept your word and do that. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Showed up. I ain't take no profit. I'm like, no, you keep the money, bro. Because I want you to know that it's possible. And I want you to believe in you, because this not going to be your last time doing that. So it's like, yo, sometimes people gotta be, y'all gotta be patient, y'all. Like, I tell people, trust the process, don't rush the process. Right? A lot of people, they want it right now and they eager. Trust me, out of all people, I understand when you got some goals and you got some dreams that you gotta get out your head. I'm telling you, but stay patient. Trust the process, don't rush the process. You get what I'm saying? If he would have never did that, if he would have never invested in himself, if he would have never stayed down, guess what? He would have never got an opportunity to experience that. We got a great relationship. And again, I pride myself in having mentees that make money. I pride myself in helping people making money, y'all. Like, I get geeked up when I get a text message. Oh, I made 20,000. Oh, I made 30,000. Oh, I made 40. Like, that is the ultimate repayment, y'all. When one of my students go execute on a play and go make some money, when I tell y'all, like, that's like the most rewarding thing. And then they identify what they worth is. When I tell y'all, it ain't no better feeling than that. It's no better feeling than seeing somebody have an idea in their head, not know if it was possible, question themselves, let doubt kick in, still do it scared, and then on the other side be like, damn, I just hit 100 grand. And then they do it in less time than they thought that they actually had to do it. Do it take work? Yes, it definitely take work. Is it possible? Fucking absolutely. If you're willing to put the work in. I appreciate you, Queen. Yeah, man, I want to make as many millionaires, 1,000. I want to make 1,000 millionaires, yo. I want to help 1,000 people become millionaires. I got some work to do. I ain't done yet. I got some work to do, y'all. I want to help 1,000 people become millionaires, y'all. I got some work to do. You feel me? I got a lot of work to do. I'm a long way from 1,000. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just one thing at a time. But if I could get more people to understand the math of success, guess what? I feel like people would get there a whole lot faster, because once you get the 6 figures, most people, and I'll give y'all like an average. Queen of Leverage, you're gonna be at $1 million in 2024. The only way you're not gonna be there is if you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? The only way you're gonna be there is if you're not gonna do it, right? So check this out. Like, I want y'all to understand, like, on average, I tell y'all on average, right? On average, a person that comes in, no skill set, don't really know nothing, but stay committed to the process, right? Stay committed to the process. On average, it takes about 6 or 7 months for my mentees to hit the 100K mark. 6 or 7 months to hit the 100K mark. A consistent just grinding, right? And in that 6 or 7 months, which go by extremely fast, after that 6 or 7 months, what tends to happen, let me tell y'all what tends to happen. What tends to happen is they go from hitting that 10,000, 15,000, they go to start hitting $40,000 and $50,000 months. And then now the chase becomes, damn, I want to hit that 100. I want to hit that 100. I want to hit that 100. And then it just take a little time, you working it up. But I'm going to tell you what happens. This is what happens. That first month, depending on what you got, what your drive is, what your industry is, right? That first month is like a grind. Oh, man, I made 4 or 5K. Like, shit, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't bad. The next month is like, shit, I want to get to the 10K. You get what I'm saying? The next month is like, y'all want to get to the 10K. And then you like, all right, I only made, I'm a little shy. I made like 7,000. Then the next month, third month, you get down to the 10K. So now you at about, 25, 30,000. You like, all right, shit, I'm at 30,000 and you 3 months in. What happens on that 4th month, what usually happens is you start to understand the formula, you start to gain momentum, and then that's when you go ahead and you start rolling into like, oh, I know I can hit 10K consistently. Now that 10K becomes like 15K, 18K. Now you start going for the 20. So you at month 5 and you damn near at $50,000. Now I said 7 months. What happens after month 5? After month 5, you got a real game plan. Your audience is tapped in. They saw you being consistent. They saw you leveling up. You done had other people that done saw you that was like, man, look, I want to come back. This, that, and the third. You got your offer really dialed in now. You know what you wanna take out, what you wanna put in. Now you like, yo, I'm going hard, and now your 10K months is looking like 10K weeks. So now you go ahead and you do what you never thought you could do, and you go ahead and do a $30,000 month. And you like, wow. And now you at month 6, and you like, yo, I'm at 80,000. and the $100,000 mark is right there, and you just hit $30,000 a month, you like, shit, a bad month for me right now is 20,000. That's normally what happens. That's normally what happens. And let me tell you what happens after that 7th month, because something happened after that 7th month. After that 7th month, what normally happens, y'all, is this. You like, all right, I have a consistent strategy now that I feel like is proven, because everything that I tell somebody is always going to be pretty much a guess. Not a guess, but once you got data in front of you, you're looking at the data and you're like, okay, cool. Last month numbers was looking like this, and I know this is what I did last month. I know this is how many times I posted. I know this is the content that did good. I know this is the content that didn't do so good. I know that, you know what I'm saying, if I did a webinar, I did a VSL, or I did a live class, like I know which one did good. And then guess what? You just double down on what works. And then now you actually see it for yourself, and you looking at the screen and you like, yo, I can't believe me. This person that had that idea in my head, I can't believe like I turned that into, I materialized that into my bank account and really saw it. And it's like, so now you like, oh yeah, you like, yo, you like, oh no, it's game time now. And then now you just want to see the 100,000. You want to see, you know what I'm saying? You want to see more because you feel like it's right there, and you feel like you could damn near touch it. And I tell people all the time, when you see it, you can seize it. That's it. What time it start? It starts tomorrow at 11 a.m., 11 to 1 a.m. I'm sorry, 11 to 1 p.m. So y'all, that's what it's really all about. It's really all about, yo, when you see it, you can seize it. So sometimes you got to see it before you even have it. You got to see it before you own it. That's what it's really all about. Seeing it before you actually even own it. Like before I was a millionaire, y'all, I used to tell myself all the time, I was like, yo, I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. And then when I hit $1 million in sales, I was like, oh my God, I need $1 billion. I need $1 billion now. We hit the million, like shit, I need $1 billion. Nobody told me that the billion was gonna be that easy when you hit it. And it seemed so far away at first, y'all. I didn't even realize I hit it. When I hit the $1 million, we was like at 1.6. I was like, shit, I missed it. Like I thought, like, you know, I was ready to get the 1 million, you know what I'm saying, balloon, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to do the whole content shit. And I was like, damn. I was like, oh well. And then like you know what I'm saying, again, you see it, and then now you like, shit, I'm gonna just put my head down and just work and just stay focused. So when you hit it, y'all, I didn't even realize I hit it. I just remember logging in. And I'm saying like, oh, this is different. Right? Like I remember seeing like, the dashboard looked different. Like what updated? We was at 1.6. And it was like, yo, and then after we hit that, it was like we did $1 million in 10 months, and then the next 6 months we did 3 million. So it was like, I was like, it was just staying focused, y'all. Like really just being locked in, not worry about whatever new was coming out. Like really, like just working my own play, just being in my bubble on my island, and just saying, look, I'm gonna get up every day and push my hustle. I'm gonna get up every day and post. I'm gonna get up every day and talk to somebody. I'm gonna get up every day and get sales. Like I'm gonna run this shit like a 24-hour Walmart. And that's what I used to say every single day. Like I'm gonna run this shit like a 24-hour Walmart. And every day I just got up with that mindset. If I don't post, I don't eat. If I don't post, I don't eat. If I don't post, my family don't eat. I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. And that was my mindset. Every day that I got up every day with the intention to win and not lose. I got up every day with the intention to just hit a goal. Like, damn, if I could just hit 3,000 a day, if I could hit 4,000 a day. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was just the intentions every single day. Like, how can I get up and just hit a quota? What quota can I give myself that I can be like, yo, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make it happen. And just don't go to sleep until I hit it. Do I do affirmations? Yes, absolutely. Do I? Big on the affirmations. Big on the affirmations. A few of my favorite affirmations that I got right now is, I will always have more money than I'll ever need. I will always have more love than I can ever get. I will always be blessed more than I can ever imagine. I will always have more clothes than I can ever wear. I'll always go more places than I can ever travel to. Just having the abundant mindset. Right? Right? Like, just think about it. Like, I'll always have more money than I'll ever need. Always. Always. I'll never not have it. It's abundance. I'll have more clothes than I could ever wear, more cars than I could ever drive, more places than I could ever visit, more experiences. Right? Let me get something for y'all real quick. Fast. Show y'all something real quick. This book right here. Show y'all this book. It got a gold coin. They only make a couple of these, right? It got gold pages, right? Got gold pages. I'm gonna read a page for y'all. And this book like $1,000. Y'all think I'm lying? I'll show y'all, because some people gonna be like I'm lying. The book is $1,000. So somebody be like, oh yeah, paid $1,000 for a book. So I'm gonna read something to y'all, just so y'all can see. I'll be highlighting stuff, right? So I'm gonna take y'all through one of these. All right, let me turn this around. I'm gonna take y'all through one of these. All right, check this out. I like thinking big. If you're gonna be thinking anything, you might as well think big. My guy Donald Trump. Now, don't kill me, y'all. Y'all might not be a fan of Donald Trump, but I'm a firm believer, and you ain't gotta like it to learn from it, right? You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta like it to learn from it. So check this out. How to think bigger, right? Thinking bigger, and improving your self-esteem takes time, right? But you can speed up the process if you surround yourself with people who think big, and by listening to top achievers on CD and tapes, or aka Instagram Live podcasts. Okay, cool. Read good books, biographies of people who have made it, right? Your brain is the most precious, the most sophisticated, and the most effective computer in the world. I'm gonna just read that again, just in case y'all don't know. Your brain, like, I need y'all to understand, like, what you tune into is what you turn into, and what you think about is what you bring about. So your brain is the most precious and the most sophisticated and the most effective computer in the world. All it needs is input. Your inputs determine your output. So a lot of us is inputting stuff into our brain, into our conscious and our subconscious that don't fit our goals and where we want to see ourselves in the future. All right? Feed it daily with positive affirmations, okay? Such as, I was born rich. I attract money. I am a millionaire. I am a leader. I inspire others. I am in control of my future. I am a loving person. I'm happy and fulfilled. I already arrived. You already arrived at the destination. You already there. But you got to read this, right? You see, I was born mean it already happened. I attract money mean I doing it. I am a millionaire mean I already am. I am a leader mean I already am. I inspire others mean I already do this. We are in the act of doing. So a lot of people, when you say these affirmations, you want to say it in, okay? Not out. Not that it already happened. And if it already happened, I was already born rich. It already happened, but I'm in it. I'm rich right now because I was born it. I attract money because I'm doing it right now. I'm a millionaire because I already got the million. Even if you're not it, y'all. Okay? All right. So repetition is the mother of assimilation. The more often you repeat these words, the more you will believe. This is the number one thing right here, y'all. A lot of people do not believe. A lot of people do not believe, y'all. When I talk to people, they just don't believe. When I talk to people and I say, well, hey, well, why haven't you? What's stopping you? And then they come up with every excuse. They got everything to do with somebody else but themselves. It be every excuse on the board, right? It be every excuse on the board about everything else but themselves. Believe, but you also gotta believe in your ability to execute. Okay, and you gotta believe, and the more you believe, the more you will achieve. Don't say I will be, but what are you gonna say? I am. Don't say maybe, but say for sure. Don't doubt, don't question. Affirmably claim what is yours. Give yourself a new name. What did I give myself, y'all? A new name, a new identity, a new self-image, and a bigger dream. This is what Runway Billionaire is. So do I read affirmations? Yes, I do. Do I live it? Yes, I do. Okay? Because I gave myself a new name. I gave myself a new identity. I gave myself a new self-image and a bigger dream. And then call yourself a millionaire maker or Runway Billionaire or the Queen of Leverage, the Billionaire, or Angie Billionaire, right? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Okay? So, yes, it's important, y'all, that y'all, that y'all do that. Y'all do daily studies. And it's things that, just reading one page a day and just highlighting stuff and just going back. Y'all, I got stuff that I go read and then I go back to it and I'm like, dang, like I read this 3-4 months ago. Why is it hitting different like this? Like I read this 3-4 months ago. Why is it hitting like this? I'm the rich auntie. No, you the wealthy auntie. You the wealthy auntie. You ain't just rich, you the wealthy auntie. Because guess what? It ain't nothing they could call an auntie for that the auntie can't get. The auntie wealthy. Oh, yeah, that's the wealth auntie. You get what I'm saying? Like, I go read stuff. 3-4 months later, I go back to it, and I was like, why is it hitting different? And guess what? It's hitting different because I developed and I grown. And now, the thing that didn't resonate so much that I was just curious about, now it make perfect sense. It make perfect sense. It's in perfect alignment now. You get what I'm saying? So the only way you get there, y'all, is if you actually do it. That's the only way you get there. A lot of my lives in 2020 was personal development. Yes, we was talking about credit. Yes, we was talking about funding. Yes, we was talking about all of those things. But it was the personal development, man. And that's why so many people rock with me, because they seen the level up. You get me? They seen the level up. They seen me, do those lives. They seen my life level up. They see me stay committed to the grind. So it's like, if you didn't want to tap in with Runway and you've been following me for years, guess what? The only thing you could say is like, man, that boy don't stop. Because if you say anything else, then you just a lie. But one thing like, man, that boy be grinding. That's it. That's the only thing they really could say about me. Man, that boy work. He don't play around. That boy execute. He don't mess around. Anything else you can't, because here's the thing. You can say, oh yeah, I made this, I did all that, right? You can say, yeah, I did this, I did that. You can say all that stuff. You can say all that stuff, right? But check this out. Can't nobody take the work from you. The work that you put in, can nobody take the work from you. Nobody. Nobody can take that hard work and that grind that you put in. That's why when you actually reach that level that you want to reach, that's why you feel like you got to go treat yourself. That's why you feel like you gotta be like, dang, I gotta level up, because you deserve it, and you deserve all of it. And I hate when people see something online, and because somebody put the work in and they go celebrate themselves like it's not their page. Just think about this mentality, y'all. Somebody built up their platform, they built up their business, they grind hard, they broke generational curses. You feel what I'm saying? They done made all this sacrifice, late nights, and everything, and then they post something on their page to congratulate them. and they hard work something that they could be proud of. And just because somebody can type in their opinion, they can pull that person right down. Ain't that crazy? Like, when you think about it like that, that's crazy as hell. Right? That's crazy as hell that somebody grinded and they want to go show their accomplishment, and somebody could just put their negative thought out there. That's crazy as hell, y'all. So I'm telling y'all, that's why you gotta, some of the things that you celebrate, some of them gotta be in private. Some of them gotta be in private. Some of the things that you celebrate, you have to celebrate them things in private, and you can't celebrate them things into the public because not everybody deserves it. Not everybody deserves the public celebration. It's not for everybody. But we get so used to, oh yeah, we want to celebrate. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just celebrate by yourself. and just say, yo, I did this, and I did this for me. Okay? Let's read another page, family. Let's read another page, and then we gonna wrap it up for the night. Let's read another page, and we gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Let me flip through something. I'm gonna give y'all something good. that was just a quick flip too. Yeah, you can pop out when you want to. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you need to read inside, just celebrate in silence. So I am going to give y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna give y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all something. Let me see. I don't know, like, this stuff be deep, y'all. This stuff be deep. Okay, all right. This stuff be deep. They said Rev Run. You already know. Ah, see, y'all, it got so much good stuff in here. All right. So check this out. We gonna do this. I try to give y'all something that I feel like could be helpful. But the size of your success is defined by the size of the problem that upsets you. Whoo, we gonna let this sink in. The size of your success is defined by the size of the problem that upsets you. So in one of my speeches, I had this talk on stage, and I got up on stage, and I get a lot of my concepts through pretty much like listening, reading. I hear somebody say, and I was like, dang, that was good. I got to turn that into a talk. So I was on stage and I was speaking, and I put this in one of my talks, and I basically told them that the reason why you're not rich is because you're not mad enough. You're not mad enough about your current situations. Like, let me tell y'all something. I grew up, mom on drugs, dad not there, we lived in the shelter, like that whole story. But that shit made me mad. It made me so mad that, like, as I started to develop as a person, and as I got a job, I was like, yo, I'm gonna make it regardless. But I'm gonna make it for the simple fact that I will never go through that shit again. I never want to go like another day, another year living how I lived then. And that shit scares me. Like, the thought of it scared me so much. Like, even when I had kids, I'm like, nah, we not going back to that. I will do everything in my power to make sure that we never have to go back to that lifestyle. And again, like, when I grow up and I'm raising my kids, it make me want to never say no to them. You get what I'm saying? Even though I know that's not healthy, and I do say no to my kids, y'all. So, but what I'm saying is, like, if you have a current situation right now and you like, yo, my life is not where I want it to be, and you're not getting up every day busting your ass. I'm talking about, like, busting your ass. I ain't saying, like, yeah, I'm tired, I bust my ass. Like, you got to be able to push past tired. Like, y'all, I've been sitting in the same chair since 10 o'clock today. I done had training for, I went 3 hours for the training. I went an extra time for VIP. I had back-to-back calls. I had meeting with the team. I had a bonus class that I had to do. I ran to get something to eat. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've been in this chair literally for over 12 hours. You got to be able to push past tired. You got to be able to push past, okay, I'm done. Right? And it's like, it comes down to like, how bad do you really want it? Because people say, oh man, like, I'm stressed. I just need change. I just need like the held accountability. No, you need to get the fuck up, and you need to make that shit happen. And you need to just focus on the 24 hours that's in front of you. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. Because that's the only thing that you can control is today. If you focus on controlling the day and you focus on winning today, okay? Like, you focus on winning today, tomorrow has not got here yet, so we can't count tomorrow. Like, win today first. Wake your ass up tomorrow. Show gratitude and win tomorrow when they get here. Yesterday is not important because that shit done with. Ain't nothing we could do about it. Closed chapter. Okay? So you wake up, you show gratitude, and then you say, how am I going to win today? And don't let nothing fucking stop you. And again, it's easier said than done because it always seems like it's a roadblock every single day. It's going to be something that stop you. But you have to push past that and you have to deal with today while it's in front of you, not tomorrow. I deal with tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. Because here's the truth about both. The truth about it is tomorrow is here right now, but you can go to sleep and not wake up tomorrow. God might not grant you tomorrow. So let's operate every single day like today. And control what we can control today. And show gratitude for today. And when we wake up for tomorrow, yesterday might have been stressful, but that shit's over with. We got to conquer today. And you just take it day by day, y'all. All right? So we're going to go back to it. So check this out. Let me see if I can push this up right here. So check this out. Let me clean this off real fast. Give me a second, y'all. Let me clean this off real quick. Let me clean this lens off. All right, we should be good. All right. All right, cool. All right. Are you bigger than your problem? And this is really what you got to focus on because you got to really understand, like, are you bigger than your problem or is your problem bigger than you? Okay? All right. One of the secrets of wealth is to think big. Very few people think big, and even fewer play big. I'm telling y'all, this some game right here. If you really just unpack line by line, this is why I highlight stuff. Because when stuff stick out to me, and I go look at this, and I say, okay, cool. The wealthy, they think big. How can I be a bigger thinker? How can I think bigger than what I'm thinking right now? Very few people think big. So if I can just think bigger than the average person think, then guess what? I probably can achieve more than what the average person can achieve. Even fewer play big. So if I play bigger, right? If I take more risks, if I do bigger stuff, if I challenge myself, what is going to happen? I force myself to play big, right? So this one line is just about being better than just being average. It's playing how the big dogs play. And when you play how the big dogs play, you win how the big dogs win, okay? So why don't people want to play big? Usually it's because they believe they can't handle big or they just don't want to handle it. Most people don't want to handle big, y'all. Most people don't desire the life to be a millionaire, a billionaire, make $100,000 a year because they can't handle it or they think they can't handle it or they just don't want to handle it. So most people, they like the idea of wealth. They like the way that it look. They like the way that it sound. But when it comes down to it, they don't really want to put the fucking work in. Just being honest. Okay? They don't want to put the work in. Just being 100% honest with you. Why? Because big often requires big responsibilities, big hassle, and big problems. So let me stop right there real quick, because I want y'all to understand this, and I want y'all to comment this in the chat. I want y'all to comment this in the chat. The bigger the problem, the bigger the bag. The bigger the problem, the bigger the bag. The bigger the problem, the bigger the bag. I want y'all to understand that, because when we think about the biggest problems in the world, right? When we think about the biggest problems in the world, Tesla, Elon, right? We think about Mark Zuckerberg, we think about Steve Jobs, the iPhone. They solve big problems. Uber solved big problems. Airbnb solved big problems. They all solve big problems. And what do they all make? The bag. Okay? Let's go to it. Try and put this in the light for y'all. All right. One of the big differences between rich people and poor people is that highly successful people are bigger than their problems. Let's just unpack that. Highly successful people are bigger than their problems, while unsuccessful people are smaller than their problems. Unsuccessful people are constantly trying to avoid problems, right? Ask yourself, did a problem occur in your life in the last 30, 60, 90 days? Did you try to duck it? Did you try to run from it? Did you try to avoid it? Did you say, yo, I'll just handle it, next week? Did you put it off? Or did you say, hey, this is a problem. I'm going to address it right now so that I can go get this over with, because yesterday don't matter. Tomorrow didn't get here yet, and I don't want to take this problem in tomorrow. That's how successful people think, right? So check this out. They back away from challenges. Successful people step up to challenges. Oh, that's not about nothing. A challenge, all that means is like, yo, how are we going to get past it? Okay? So the irony is that their quest to make sure they don't have problems, they have the biggest problem of all, right? They're broke or close to it. It's very simple, right? You're bigger than any problem. Let's say that people can be categorized into one of 5 levels. And guys, I want y'all to tell me which level you are, and I want y'all to be honest, because right here, when you be honest with yourself, it shows you where you can improve at. Okay, so a level 5 person is a person with a big sense of self-confidence, big skills, and a boundless belief in his ability to conquer whatever situation comes along. That's a level 5 person, okay? A level 4 person is not quite as confident, nor does she possesses the same sense of being unstoppable, but she is persistent and strong-willed and certain of reaching her goals, okay? A level 3 person is typical a blend of confident and uncertainly, relentless and self-assured, one day unsure and whatever that word is, I don't know, y'all. The next. All right, a level 2 suffers from problems with confidence and belief in his or her own talents, and more often ruled by fear than by hope and a sense of what is possible. A level 1 person is hopeless, with no self-esteem, paralyzed, and negative are the defining characteristics of an individual's sad life. So y'all let me know in the comments, what level person are you? And just be honest. Just be honest. What level person are you? What level person are you? Just be honest. My guy one said he a level 5. I'm a 4 for sure. I'm a 4 for sure. Hold the book down. The book is called The Millionaire Maker. 3. Okay, 3 and a 4. Okay, cool. Can't see it? Y'all can't see that? No, it ain't late night Bible study, bro. We getting it in with the Millionaire Maker book. You know what I'm saying? We getting our personal development together. That's all. That's all we doing. We getting our personal development together. He said, I thought it was Bible study. Hey, text hey, don't leave on me, bro. Don't leave on me, bro. This ain't Bible study. This ain't Bible study. So look, this go along with the lesson that we was talking about tonight when we saying like how to charge. Imagine being a level 1 person and looking at a level 3 problem. Let me run this back, because now y'all saw what type of person it was. Let me run this back. So imagine that a level 1 person is looking at a level 3 problem from a level 1 perspective. A level 3 problem would appear huge. Now imagine a level 5 person looking at the same level 3 problem. From this person's perspective, is the problem big or small? Magically, right? The identical problem is now a small problem. And for a level 10 person, it's no problem at all. It's just easy, an everyday occurrence, like brushing your teeth. Whether you are rich or poor, playing big or playing small, problems do not go away. If you're breathing, you will always have situations that aren't perfect. Therefore, the size of the problem is never the problem. It's always the size of you. I should have highlighted that. I should have highlighted that one right there. Let me know if y'all want to do one more. Let me know if y'all want to do one more. Let me know. I'm feeling a little good tonight. Let me know if y'all want to do one more. Let me know if y'all want to do one more tonight. Let me know if y'all want to do no more. Like, so the thing is, it's not like looking at the problem, y'all. It's about looking at you. And that's what personal development is. We can look at problems all day. We could point the finger. We could blame somebody. But it's all about you, okay? All right, we tapped in. All right. I feel like that's an easy one. All right, that's an easy one. All right, let's do this one. All right. This is the name of the book for everybody that keep asking me. The book is $1,000. So I'm just sharing some game in here, so that way y'all don't gotta pay $1,000. Okay? Let me share this, because everybody gonna keep asking. It's called The Millionaire Maker. It's a limited edition book. All the pages are gold pages. Okay? That's the author. Read and Retire Rich. Y'all see, it got everybody on here from Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Napoleon Hill, Steve Jobs, Mary Kay. It got them folks on there, y'all. Donald Trump, Mike Guy, right? So check this out. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Rich begins with thoughts. This come from Napoleon Hill. Okay? So check this out. We're gonna read this and we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Alright. Gonna read this one, we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Alright, cool. Alright. Do you laugh all the way to the bank? Right? To laugh all the way to the bank means, according to the Collins English Dictionary, to be pleased at making a lot of money. How pleased are you when you make money? Right? So like, how pleased are you when you make money? Like, are you pleased? Are you not pleased? Like, are you happy? Right? Most of us is happy on payday. All right? And how pleased would you be if you made 10 times more? Okay? You might be surprised to feel uncomfortable, because deep in your heart, you might feel that you don't deserve that much money. Right? So a lot of us, we want 10 times the money. But deep down inside, we might not feel like we are deserving of that much money. You might be surprised. Oh, all right, cool. All right, you will never grow rich as long as you feel you don't deserve to grow rich. You got to feel it. You have to really feel deserving of being rich, and not just in money, but rich in your heart, rich in your conversations, rich in your friendships, right? Rich in your mindset. You got to be rich in other places than just money, okay? If you feel guilty about earning more money, or if you believe that you are not worthy of success, then the money will avoid you like the plague. Like, come on. If you do not believe, y'all, that you are worthy of the money gonna avoid you. 1,000%. You attract only what you love, and you will get only what you feel you deserve. So if you do not feel like I deserve love, if you do not feel like you deserve to be blessed, if you do not feel like you deserve to be happy, if you do not feel like, you deserve to be an entrepreneur, you deserve to be successful, guess what? You will not feel it. And guess what? The other side of it, nobody is going to feel it for you. That's the honest. Anybody who believes that he or she does not deserve money will do anything to get rid of it. Everything to get rid of it. Like, yo, if you do not deserve it, and you feel like you do not deserve it, and you think that you do not deserve it, guess what? Everything in your actions is going to get rid of it. Everything in your actions. If you feel like you deserve it, guess what? The law of attraction, it is going to bring it to you, okay? Look at all those people who won millions playing the lottery. How many of them were able to keep their fortunes for more than a year, okay? Most of them lost it or spent it so quickly that they were back to square one after a couple months. People who are born with a lot of money rarely lose it because they are used to the thought of having it. But if you inherit an unexpected fortune, you will need to be very careful not to waste it before you have got used to it, before you have learned how to deal with it. Money is nothing but a thought. Come on now. Money is nothing but a thought. CC, it's the millionaire maker. This is why you want to get used to the thought of being rich. So you actually want to get used to the thought of being rich, y'all. Before you have the money, get used to the thought of being rich, so that way when a fortune drops in your bank account, or you run into a fortune, you already had this manifestation, and you already had these ideas of making money and being rich and living rich, and you already felt like you was deserving of being rich. That's it, y'all. It's just feeling like you deserve it. So check this out. Let me show you something. When Queen of Leverage, I'm going to go back to my son book. This is actually one of my favorite books right here. It's my son book right here. And his book is entitled, I Can Do Anything I Put My Mind To, written by a man named Bowman. So he wrote this book when he was 5 years old, and he's a self-published author. And he say, this book is dedicated to my parents, my family, and all of the families around the world reading my first book. I just want you to know you can do anything you put your mind to. And the reason why we came up with this book, because every day we would get in the car, and on the way to school, we would say affirmations since he was 5 years old. And then he say, hi, my name is Madden Bowman, and every day I say my affirmations. I am smart. I am a leader. I am strong. Right? Let me show y'all real fast. I am powerful. I am brave. I am free. I am loved. Okay? I am an entrepreneur. I am a business owner. I am a king. I am a winner. Right? I am changing the world. Let's make your own affirmations you could say every day. And then at the end, I can do anything I put my mind to. So guys, like literally being able to live this in real time and tell you that this is something that I don't just read, it becomes a lifestyle, because you have to believe it. And when your kids say it, and they say it young, just imagine how it's instilling they deserving this, even if you're not coming from a family and you don't and you coming from a family with lack and we don't have everything, guess what? They're saying things to program their mind to say, yo, you know what? We are loved. We are blessed. We are free. You get what I'm saying? Saying all those things. So let me go ahead. I'm going to do one more. Let me go ahead and do one more. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go ahead and let me know if y'all getting some value. Let me know if y'all getting some value. This is like, guys, like this is the personal development stuff that you guys should be doing at least like once a day. You get what I'm saying? Like, just read one page a day. Like, just read one page a day, and just talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to yourself and just be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, one page a day. So check this out. All right. So, okay, what you think is what you say, and what you say is what you do. What you do is who you are. Who you are is your destiny. Every day, think your way to your destiny. I'm going to say that again. What you think is what you say. And what you say is what you do. What you do is who you are. And who you are is your destiny. Every day, think your way to your destiny. So your words, your actions, they control your destiny. Now, let me just give you some game, because guys, I like to take these words and I like to break them down into my own, the way that I understand them. So what I understand just from that is, what I think is what I say. If I think it, that's what I'm gonna say, and you know, that's what's gonna show up in my life. If I say it, then those are the things that I'm going to do. And if I do those things become my habits. So now check this out, right? Check this out. I believe in the things that I say. Why do I say that? Because I feel like if I was to listen to the statistics, the things that they want us to believe about a black man that's 35 years old, statistically, where am I supposed to be at? Statistically, okay? Those are the things that they want us to think. If I think those things, then I'll say those things. And if I say those things, people would look at me as ignorant, and then that would be the things that show up in my life, because if I say those things, I would resemble what the stereotype look like. But the stereotype say that I'm supposed to be dead or in jail. So what makes me, a person like me, beats the stereotype? Well, decisions and choices. Your choices will outweigh any statistic. I need y'all to understand that. Your choices will outweigh any statistic. But why do you say that? Because who you are is your destiny. Okay? And every day you think your way to your destiny. So I just thought different. If I would have thought how everybody else thought, then I probably would be where everybody else is. And y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? So let's get it. Let's make it happen. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get this knowledge tonight, y'all. We're going to get this personal development. All right. The man who wins. Okay? So if you think you are beating, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. So this is where a lot of people get beat at. They think that they can't win. They think they don't deserve to win. Therefore, they already lost. You already lost before you started. You didn't even attempt to get in the game and play the game. You ain't even come off the bench. You just said, oh, yeah, whoops, I lost. Okay? So if you think you lost, you're lost. Find out of the world we find. Success brings with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. That's all that it is. It's really just a state of mind. What state of mind are you able to get in, or are you able to put yourself in? Are you able to put yourself in a winner mindset? Are you able to tell yourself you're a winner? If you think you are outclassed, you are. If you got to think high to rise, you got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. So before you can ever win at the game called life, before you can ever win at being successful, fellas, before you can win a woman, ladies, before you can win a man, whatever it is that you desire at life, you must win you first. You must win you first. You must win at being yourself and knowing yourself, loving yourself before you could own and possess anything. Because if you love anything more than you love yourself, it will soon depart. They say a fool and his money shall part. Okay? And you will part from those things if you show love more than you love yourself. Life's battle don't always go to the strongest or the fastest man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Facts. Y'all, believing go a long way. Just believing that you can, even when you don't see no possibilities, even when it don't seem like you could win. That's why they have underdogs. The underdogs is not the strongest, is not the fastest. It's not. They might seem like it to the other person, but guess what? That's why they call it underdogs. Underdogs win because it's the man who thinks he can. He just thought a little bit harder. He just thought that he could win a little bit more, so he did. And this is why people get mad at people like Floyd Mayweather when they be like, man, this man's so confident. You mad at a man that think he can? Because he just think that he can a lot more than the other people? They should have thought harder. They should have thought harder. They should not have had nothing in their head that made them think that they was gonna lose to Floyd Mayweather. Cause guess what? If I'm going to fight Floyd, I'm winning. It ain't nothing in my mind that's making me feel like Floyd is gonna beat me. Nothing in my mind. I'm not gonna let that thought creep into my mind. I'm not gonna think it. I only know that I'm gonna beat this man. That's it. But guess what? If he thinks it more than me, even though he might be a more talented boxer, but if he think it, guess what? He gonna win it. Now, is it strategy involved? Yes, we talking about boxing. Yes. But what I'm telling you is, you know how many people go in that ring and they like, man, it's Floyd. It's a chance I might lose. And you lost already. You lost already. The mind is one of the most powerful things, y'all. And if we do not use it correctly, then guess what? It's going to show up in our life. It's going to show up in our life. Man. All right. I got so many other pages, y'all. But we're going to hold it. We're going to hold it down. We're going to hold it down. P.O.P. hold it down. We're going to hold it down for the night. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? On the next episode of the Millionaire Maker Live, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it happen. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. I know that ain't usually the lives that Runway do. I love you too, Queen of Leverage. That ain't usually one of the lives that Runway do, but I felt like I had to give y'all that tonight. That personal development is big, y'all. Y'all should make sure that you guys are developing personally every single day. You'll be surprised how much you can grow by just working on yourself. Just working on yourself every single day, y'all. Just 1% better every day. How can I get better today than I was yesterday? What can I improve on today better than I was yesterday? These are the things that make us better people, y'all. These make us better problem solvers. These make us better business people. These make us better brothers. These make us better, sons, daughters, aunts, uncles. These make us better people, y'all. Just developing, just becoming a better person. Now, even though tonight was good, I'm going to share this with y'all before I leave. Even though tonight was good, there's also a negative side to becoming a better person. when you become a better person, you know, when you become a better person, it's some other people who don't evolve with you. Okay, so then some of the conversations that you have with some of these people, and some of the things that you do, right, it don't fall in line with those people. So you'll see yourself, talking to different people, and then the context of the conversation is different. And you like, damn, well, what changed? I changed. Because a smart person changes, y'all. A smart person don't stay the same forever. You should not be on a treadmill of life. If you are in the same position in 2024 that you was in 2023, something happened. So what happens is you start to become more optimistic of these concepts, and you start working on yourself, and you start taking on these new belief systems, and you start thinking different, and you like the things that used to excite you don't excite you no more. The conversation that used to be interesting don't entertain you no more. And it's because you've grown. And it's like, dang, it's like, not no shade to y'all, but pretty much, you know, the things that y'all talk about, it no longer intrigued me. Because now I'm talking about LLCs, I'm talking about credit, I'm talking about things that develop, and now I feel like it's a waste of time. And the most eye-opener is that you realize how much time you actually wasted by having those conversations. So yes, although those memories were good, they no longer serve you. And then that's when people feel like, oh, you acting different. Oh, you changing, and you doing this, that, and the third, because those conversations, those people, those relationships no longer serve you. They no longer fulfill you. So then you have to find the next level, and that's when you got to find new people, and that's when you go from your day ones to the one days. And that's the one day that everything changed because you changed and you decided to make the change. So you guys have an incredible night. Love each and every one of y'all that stayed up, got the game, that tapped in, that stayed the whole time. Peace, y'all. I'm going to put the live up. I'm going to put it up. All right.